Today, I had a job to do. Single coat paint job of a half wall in front of a lane of shops at Bhuneshi. They were paying me just 3,000 for a day's job. Imagine, just 3,000. I wasn't happy with it, but I went anyway. The entire time I was there, I was angry for them paying me so little. Nobody appreciates my efforts. Nobody. It was afternoon time. There was a small but posh restaurant in front of me. I was feeling very angry, smelling that food. I don't have that kind of money to eat it. I saw a couple chatting in there. They seemed very happy. Why can't I be happy like them? I cursed my bad luck for being born in a poor family. And then I continued to paint. There was a grocery store from which I bought small biscuit packets to eat. The married couple was done eating, but now I saw the girl sad, almost crying. I was amused to watch their act. Hey, look, I can't afford a TV or a mobile phone, so this is how I entertain myself, by watching other people from distance. I was done with my lunch and I went back to work. As I continued to paint, there was an empty room with glass wall. Inside, there was an old man surrounded by a bunch of paintings put on a display. The man, who was earlier in the cafe sitting with his wife, was now purchasing one of his paintings. I was surprised to see how much money he was paying for a small painting. After I was done with that patch, I went close to his shop. I ensured that he didn't see me. Bringing my face close to the glass, I could see all the paintings put on display. I was shocked to see the amount on the price tag pasted below. 1,000 times of what I get for a work that my 5-year-old could do. I was really pissed. He saw me looking. I had the urge to run, but he called me inside instead. I was really frustrated. I was ready to release my frustration on him. The moment I stepped inside, I started yelling, why he deserves more money than I for a work that doesn't even make sense. I was cursing a lot, so much so that passing people were giving me a look. I was hoping he would get angry and shout back at me, perhaps even throw me out. That would reassure my belief of him not deserving what he gets for those stupid paintings. But he was calm. While I continued to shout, he quietly went to one corner of the room, took out an empty canvas, placed it on a stand and readied the colors. Then suddenly, he handed me a brush. What do I do with this? I said in a rude tone. Why don't you paint this? He said to me. Hearing this, I went quiet. But in my mind, I was still shouting. I had a brush in one hand and colors in another. For a couple of minutes, I simply stood there. Initially, I hoped to beat him at his game. But now that I was holding a brush, I couldn't make a single stroke. I was so confused which color to choose. I dipped my brush in white. Then taking it close to canvas, my hand started to shiver. I was unable to lay a single stroke, not even a white paint on a white canvas. Meanwhile, he was simply watching me with amusement. I gave up. Then in raised tone I asked, how are you so calm even when someone is shouting at you? Are you deaf? No, I am neither deaf nor dumb, he replied. He then continued to speak. I do get angry, but whenever I am, I simply release my frustration on the canvas with colors. Once I do that, I am angry no more. He then took me around the room showing me his paintings. Each one had a date below. Why? These were the days when tragedy struck his life. Like one of them was during the death of his wife. another when his children left him, and another one where someone stole all his money. I too have problems in life. It's just that I don't keep them in my head, he said. When he described all his life tragedies while showing me the paintings, I felt a sudden calm. Once he was done showing me around without saying anything, I stepped out of the shop. For the rest of the day, I continued to paint. I wasn't angry anymore. But I don't know why. At the end of the day, when I went back, he called me in and gave me a canvas and some colors. He said, "People pay me not for my effort but for my expression. So, express yourself." I accepted his gift. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I took it. Then I walked home. Up until now, I lived a superficial life. Every time a problem came my way, I simply shouted at others and buried the problem deep in my mind. I never had the courage to face them, share them with others, channel it the right way to be productive. Perhaps that's what kept me poor all these years. It's late in the night, and right now I am holding the brush in hand and I am ready to paint. Let's hope this brings the change in life that I have been waiting for a very long time. Please like and subscribe to this channel and comment your thoughts about this story. Also, if you like my storytelling style, then you can hire my services via Fiverr or support this channel via Patreon. Please stay subscribed because soon I'll come with another story. Till then, thank you.